in our visit, which we think was quite fruitful. We have got statements from all the 6 detainees, and I think that should be the crux of this visit, because we should hear from them after not hearing from them for so long. Some of them have shorter statements, some of them have longer statements.
So basically Chungkai told me that he wants Bersih to proceed, okay? And the whole detention is unlawful and no reason to keep him inside the lockup. So he wants him either to be released or charged in court. So that's basically he told me, and he wants public to know about that. Chungkai, he was only interrogated on his background, his activities when he was a student, his political activity, and also his family background.
For Sukumaran, I think the message is he's very adamant that he's done nothing wrong that necessitated the arrest. Very short message, a very short reminder to everyone, including his family members and his friends, is that he's done nothing wrong, and he wants everyone to fight on the people that have been arrested. There is no questions whatsoever on weapons during the long period of detention. His bio data was taken again and again, basically he has denied that his involvement in Bersih, but of course he's been questioned repeatedly on that. On Bersih, yes. And he has been, every time they move him, what they do is they put shades on and cover his eyes, so he doesn't know where is he and what's happening.
Saraswati wants her family and the lawyers and also the public to keep fighting for them, and especially to keep fighting for visitation, to be able to see her and to meet with her. She wants us to continue to keep pushing for it, no matter how difficult it gets.
For Sarat Babu, he had a very short message. He said that he remains strong and that this detention has made him even stronger. And he also asked me to add that the chicken curry at Bukit Aman is very oily. Sarat Babu was told that no one can help him because he's under the emergency ordinance. Lawyers can't help him, his family can't help him, no one can get to him. He was told that. Apart from that, I am instructed that there's been not much questioning on his alleged crimes, and in fact he's just being lectured, which he wishes they would stop because he has enough of that at university.
For Letchumanan.
Okay, I'm trying to explain it in English. He spoke to me in Tamil. He said he did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong, and he cannot understand why he is being detained. And he says that outside I can do so much of work, all that has been taken away, and all I can tell you is I will continue to struggle, and I want people to have strong will. He said not to tell them not to worry about me and fight for justice. Most of the time they asked him about what were you doing in Bersih and why were you involved, what is the campaign is all about and all that. The second day they touched on the Udala campaign. So never mind, if Bersih you are not involved, tell us about your Udala campaign. Besides that, he said he was okay. They asked, why are you involved? I mean, wasting your time, you could do better things and all that. Try to discourage him and all that. But besides that, I think he said of course the conditions of the unitary confinement was terrible. I was just a piece of plank and you had to sleep, put up with that and all that.
I would like to thank everyone. This is Jeyakumar Devaraj. I would like to thank everyone who's supporting us by letters, prayers and urgent appeals. The 6 of us have not broken any laws, and our crime is that we are socialists, and we are attempting to put the issues affecting the poorer 60% of Malaysians on the national agenda. For example, hospital privatization, minimum wages, decent wages. Our detention is totally unwarranted, and we have been working within a democratic framework. The Udala campaign was a campaign based on the distribution of pamphlets within that framework. We think that we are acting within the democratic space allowed to us by the Federal Constitution and the laws of Malaysia. However, it is sad to see that the higher ups in the police and the law enforcement agencies are unable to differentiate nation and constitutional protection from the party in power. And I cite Article 5 of the Federal Constitution. I would urge everyone to stand up for our democratic rights and let us not allow this kind of intimidation to hold us back. He's been questioned about PSM's party resolutions and the documentation. For example, I think there was documents that supported the uprising in Egypt. He was questioned about that. He's being questioned on a daily basis by 5 officers at one given time, and the officers that arrested them in Penang have now come down to KL to interrogate him. So apart from the KL Bukit Aman team, the Penang team is also interrogating him.
Okay, the 6 people inside are very strong people, and their spirit is not broken. Okay? And even though at this point they have told us that there is no physical torture, there is no aggressive questioning, they're getting good food. I think the very important thing is that they are denied their freedom, and they are being held for a crime that they are not guilty of. I think that's a very big violation, and I think it's not enough that not enough for them not to be aggressively questioned, not enough for them to be not physically tortured. We must take this denial of freedom very seriously. Okay? And also being held for something that they all didn't do, I think that is a real crime. I think we have to take that seriously.